We're doing makeup and therapy, so that's what you're here for, right? I'm great, but at the same time, I'm not. No, the juices just be flowing when I do my makeup. Do we look insane? We kind of do. It's kind of giving 6th grade. Baby, don't play with her. Girl. What? I had coffee. What's my problem? Baby, I pretty much love all of their product. When I'm trying to go out and be a little sexified, baby, men make it easy because they are often out here being demons. Just straight menaces. Girl, it's giving crazy. Why are you crying? Ugh, I feel so weird saying the word squirt. Love bugs, welcome back to my channel. If you are new, hi, hello, welcome to the Road to 40 series. What's that? The Road to 40 series is a 365 daily vlog series that I started at the top of my 39th birthday to document every day leading up to my milestone 40th birthday. So we talk about lifestyle, beauty, wellness, and then we also get into a little advocacy over here for marginalized and oppressed groups. So if that sounds interesting to you, go ahead and smash that subscribe button down below and join the fam because we would love to have you here. But anyway, let's get into what we are here for this morning. So I'm getting my day started, and honestly, I'm not my 100% vibrant, bubbly self. I've just been struggling a little bit with something that I'm going through that we're going to talk out through this makeup therapy session, if you will. I just have a lot of emotions and feelings, just about connections, relationships, life in general. So we're gonna get into it while we do this makeup, because I feel like I'm my best version of myself in terms of my thought processes and just being really open, honest, and I don't know, the juices just be flowing when I do my makeup. So I figured it'd be a good time to pick up the camera, tell you all about some of my favorite products. Girl, if you are a skincare makeup girly like me, guess what? The Sephora Spring Savings event starts today, and I want to put you on to some of my favorite products. I know the girlies, especially a lot of the influencers and content creators that have audiences and get sponsorships, may steer you one way, right? May steer you to some of the latest, greatest products, but we keep it simple, dimple over here. Some of these products will be products that are not really that new, but just staples in my everyday routine. And hopefully you check them out and maybe possibly find something that works for you. But Rouge Girlies, I know, are starting their shopping today. This is not sponsored by Sephora, so I don't feel obliged and obligated to give you guys all the details in a professional way, but you can go over to the Sephora website and get the details, and also check these products out to see if there's anything that you like. Before we dive into the makeup, I will go over some of my skincare that I use before sitting down here, just so that I can have a little bit of skincare to share with you in case you are a skincare girly like me. So I started with this. This is one of my favorite cleansers. It is from St. Jane. It is a pore clarifying cleanser. When I tell you your face feels squeaky clean, baby, don't play with her. She gets it clean. She gets the job done. So if you're looking for a good cleanser, I'd say that it's affordable. You know, as far as you look at the prices of a lot of other cleansers on the Sephora website, I think she falls in the affordable range. She's not drugstore prices, but she's still not insane. So check her out. I also like to use this. I didn't use this morning because I used my St. Jane cleanser, but I also love this You to the People exfoliating vitamin C cleanser. I really feel like it gives me a nice light exfoliation, but also has vitamin C. So I feel like it over time has really done wonders in terms of brightening my skin. So we love vitamin C over here. Vitamin C and us, we go together real hard, okay? So check her out as well. And then I also put on this toner. This is from Edam. Baby, I pretty much love all of their products, so the recommendation, just check out the whole line and just drop everything that you can in the cart that you have an inkling or desire to try, because they haven't missed yet. That moisturizer too, baby, I think I'm gonna pick that up on the sale because I'm in need. It's great, especially for this time of year that we're coming into, spring, summer, because it's a gel like consistency. And if you are a part of the fam and you've seen other videos, you know that I generally follow a trend here. Daytime, I usually go in with gel moisturizers. nighttime cream. So this is a good nighttime cream, also from You to the People. One thing you know about me, You to the People, we are You to the People stan over here, okay? Most of their products, we love. So that is one of my favorite moisturizers. You can cop her also on the Sephora savings event. So yeah, and that's where we are. I use other products, but I'm really wanting to keep this simple dimple and keep it down to things that I grab for on the daily. So as far as skincare, those are some of my favorites. And then I also wanted to put you on to just a couple of body care products that I use. This morning, I used the Josie Maran. So Josie Maran, she's that girl. Again, another company that I feel like I've never had any fails from them. Check her out. I love their body butter. I also love this You to the People body butter. Girl, yes, pick her up, because she is the moment, okay? Get her. You're gonna have a nice glowy finish, which is also nice. And then when I'm trying to be that girl, when I'm trying to go out and be a little, a little sexified, have a little extra scent going on to build on that scent profile, I like to put this Rihanna body butter on. This is the one with the parfum in it. Again, we are dewy girls over here. We love a good dewy, glowy look. This is going to give you that dewy, glowy look, but it's also going to give you a little bit of that parfum. It smells good on me. Go to Sephora and smell it for yourself, because everybody don't have the same body chemistry, but I love the smell on me. It's a great base. I do layer other scents on top of the body butter, or if I'm really just going for that amplified Fenty scent, because I love the scent and how it works with my body chemistry, then I just will stack the perfume on top of the body butter as well. So that's some of my favorite body care products. And now we're gonna get into this face, okay? We're gonna start getting into some of the makeup products, because we're doing makeup and therapy, so that's what you're here for, right? So, and I am ill prepared. I need to go grab my brushes, so BRB. Okay, we are back and we are now prepared. So let's put this face on. So first, we always wanna go in with the SPF. For me, my fave right now would have to be this one. This is the K-Skin Isle Glow Face Lotion SPF 45. Girl, the title was rubbing off, so you know we go in and we use her. So I go in with a few pumps. I like this particular SPF. She's not mineral, but I do like her because it's like a face lotion. So you get your SPF, you also get moisturizer, so if you are a dry skin girly or just looking to have a little extra moisturization, she's a great base layer. She plays well with makeup, so you can't go wrong with this one. And I just love the nice glowy finish. I mean, look at that. I looked a little ashy to start, but after putting her on, girl, what? Like, please don't play with it. Please don't play with it. You need to go put her in the cart. I love this SPF, so I grab for this SPF often when I start my day. But anyway, just a reminder, if I didn't already say, well, it wouldn't be a reminder if I didn't already say, but I am going to say that all of the product description, all of the product links will be in the description box down below for you to check out. It'll take you directly to Sephora so that you can patronize and shop during these savings events. So I'm going to try and at least mention the product, but of course, we're also here for a little bit of therapy, because your girl got some things that she needs to get off her chest. And yeah, well, let me also put this clip on, because girl, I only have one, which is real goofy. Yeah, do we look insane? We kind of do. It's kind of giving 6th grade, but it's okay, because guess what? We're just trying to keep the makeup. We're just trying to keep the hair out of the makeup, okay? But anyway, let's get into this face. So I'm gonna put some primer on. This primer is from Refi. So this is the face primer, blur and hydrate. So your girl has been crying, I know, and I hate to admit it, but y'all are my girlfriends, right? Minutes are free. We just talking. We're gonna get it out. We're gonna put the true tea out there. We're going to. Your girl has been crying. I cried last night. I cried a few times this morning, and I don't know what exactly is going on. I don't know what floodgates have been opened. I don't know whether I'm having a moment. I don't know whether this is hormonal or whether I actually am having a moment, but I am scared. I get really scared when I cry. And I don't know if anybody else has that kind of reaction to crying. I think I'm conditioned to not really enjoy crying, because I've been conditioned by society, by the world, to associate crying with weakness. no matter how many self-help books I read, no matter how much self-awareness I have, no matter all these things, when I cry, it's the most uncomfortable feeling for me in the world. And I just want it to stop. I really do. I don't enjoy the feeling of crying, even if the crying is derived and coming from a good place. I'm going to put on this. We're going for a dewy look, so I'm going to go in with this Drunk Elephant. Dewdrops, bright drops, high points of the face. So yeah, and it's hard to explain without giving too much of my business. Because I love y'all, but girl, what? I'm still processing the emotions behind what's going on. But unfortunately, they are around a man, the gentleman, and it's absolutely nothing that he's done, but everything in terms of me and how I'm processing it. So I think that I am really tired of being strong, being resilient, always having to, take a L, but learn from the L. And I think that, in terms of this situation, it's just another example of it for me. And it's just like, I don't know, I've hit a brick wall in terms of L's, and I just want some peace. I really do. I really just want some peace, some stability. I want to feel like I'm a priority. I want to feel as if I am chosen. I just want to feel like I'm that special someone, And I struggle with this all the time. I think that over the course of my life, I've really trained myself to be okay with being on my own. And it's totally okay being on your own. I've done it. I'm great, but at the same time, I'm not. I really, really do enjoy companionship. And this was Natasha Denona color corrector. I really do enjoy companionship. I don't often open myself up to it, and I know why. So just to give you a little bit of tea on the situation, I have been dating a gentleman for the past couple of weeks. It's been really great. I think that I start every kind of connection, particularly with men, guarded, because I think that I have experienced enough heartbreak, pain when it comes to men, not just in the dating world. Like, I've never really, of course, like some subsidiary social interactions, but like nothing crazy in my family or anything like that. So I have a very tumultuous relationship when it comes to men. Okay, we're gonna go in with the Danessa Myricks Blurring Balm Powder over top of the color corrector. So I have a very tumultuous relationship when it comes to men. My level of trust in men in general is at about a 15%. So I'm pretty guarded, and I don't really give them the opportunity to get close to me or to get to know me, because I feel like the probability of them doing something that I feel like will derail me or hurt me is pretty high. 85%, girl, what? That's like almost guaranteed. So instead of taking the risk and gambling on the 15%, I go for what's the sure bet, the 85%. The 15%. The 85%, girl. What? I had coffee. What's my problem? So that obviously presents a problem, right? Because you don't want to always take the guarded, safe route, because you will never grow. You never will experience the joys that can come from taking the risk. But as I approach 40, because we are talking road to 40, next I'm going to put on this Pat McGrath. Girl, I know she's a oldie, but she is a goodie, and I don't care how many foundations they come out with. This one right here, baby, she is the moment. She is the one. Don't play with Auntie Pat, okay? Don't play with her. I feel like people often play with her, and they really should stop. So we're gonna squeeze out as much as we possibly can, because girl, I'm literally down to the last squirts of it. Ugh, I feel so weird saying the word squirt. Yeah, so I often take the safe approach when it comes to men. I don't often open up, talk to them, and honestly, baby, men make it easy, because they are often out here being demons, just straight menaces, So they don't particularly make it hard for me to resist them, because girl, they act a damn fool. So I've been good with that. you know, I made a really big decision and shift in my life at the top of the year, and leaving my corporate world job and embarking on my own personal endeavors. I talked about that in a previous video that I'll link here, and then I also will link a blog post down below that's basically a written version of that video in case you are a reader and you would prefer to read rather than watch the video. You can check it out on my blog, on my website. But yeah, I recently made a big shift, and I decided that me and my business endeavors will be, we gonna start a complicated relationship, right? I know that it fuels me. I know that I get a lot out of building my endeavors and really feel passionately about what it is that I'm doing. And for those who are new, I do this channel here, so I create content, this kind of content, but then I also sell real estate as well. I'll link my channel, real estate channel, and have all of my real estate information down below. I'm based in the DMV area, but if you want to discuss real estate, I definitely can, you know, discuss with you real estate and get you to professional if you are not based in the DMV. So just hit your girl up, and I'm happy to help in that arena. But so I decided, yeah, it's time to just go ahead and link up with the endeavors, put your all into that, and you'll be fine. Everything else will work itself out. This is the time. This is the time to go ahead and be that girl. Be that boss girl. Get your life together, and the rest will follow. I wasn't exactly happy that I made the decision to just completely abandon, or not completely abandon, but completely pause a lot of social interactions. I mean, obviously I have my ride or die friends that I will always make time for, but as far as like pursuing companionship, and concealer was Natasha Denona concealer. So I just, although I wasn't happy with the fact that, okay, I'm really putting companionship on the wayside, I'm comfortable with that because that's what I've been doing. I've really been just like, I'm fine with myself, you know, I have my family. My family is very important and everything to me. I have a good time with them. So, you know, I have outlet there. I have my really good ride or die girlfriends. We link up and we do things from time to time. But yeah, as far as men and dating, I only date men. So at least that's all I'm aware that I'm attracted to. Listen, I don't know what this life has in store for me, so I don't ever limit myself to anything. But as far as I'm aware, girl, I've only been with men, and I've only seen myself have attraction in that way to men. But maybe that may change one day. Who knows? Who knows, girl? We just don't know. We just don't know. So anyway, back to what I was saying. So yeah, I've gotten really comfortable with not pursuing companionship for the sake of playing it safe and for just, you know, focus. I know how I've been in the past when it comes to companionship, and how when someone is able to break the barricade that I've built down and really connect with me in a way that's just like deeper than surface, the emotions flow. And I think that's where I am with this gentleman. It's crazy because, as I've mentioned in previous videos, this man is 60, and I would have never in my wildest dreams thought that I would have commonality, let alone be able to build a connection with someone much older than me. But like my career, I took a chance on it, right? I said, you know what, girl, go for it. Go for it. You're being pursued. Give it a try, right? Give it a try and see where it goes. Like I really didn't know that it would go anywhere, to be honest with you. And it actually has been really, really fun, cathartic, different. Like, it really brought out a different side of me in terms of being adventurous and just stepping outside of a comfort zone, you know? And I think that's important because when you get into a comfort zone, you don't grow, right? Because you are staying in the same place, doing the same thing. So you have no opportunity to challenge yourself and to really have moments of growth. So it's kind of crazy the amount of growth and change I've seen in myself in just a couple weeks in navigating this relationship, I guess. I mean, it is. I mean, I think that a lot of times the word relationship is like, oh my gosh, relationship. But I mean, we have relationships with our friends. We have relationships with our work colleagues. Every relationship is not like an intimate relationship or a sexual relationship. You know, a relationship is a relationship. It's a connection. It's a bond that you have with a person, right? So navigating this relationship, and all is well. I really started to open up. I really started to do things, think differently, do things and feel things differently than I had in a long time, because like I said, I've been accustomed to really just keeping that realm of my life in a safe place, a safe space, right? I didn't really step outside the box because I was scared. And what can I say that I wasn't scared in this situation? I absolutely was scared. Every fiber of my being, every internal voice inside me told me, girl, what? Run. This is weird as fuck. Girl, I just cussed. That's how you know I'm passionate, but this is weird as heck. Weird. But I said, you know what? You live once. Let's go ahead and do it. Let's go ahead and do it. So that's what I've been doing. Now, where did the tears come in? Well, I was well aware that this dynamic would be temporary. This particular person is moving out of the area and is moving on to a new chapter, a new era of his life. And it's definitely been interesting to process that. Girl, I forgot my powder. BRB. So, loose setting powder, Givenchy Prism Libre loose setting powder. Pressed powder for the rest of the face is going to be the Charlotte Tilbury powder. I'm in the shade Tan, which is number 3. So I was well aware of this in the beginning. This is information that he shared. We talked about the dynamic of it, right? Talked about, you know, this is we have a connection, we're having fun, we're doing things, we just are enjoying each other's company. And that was cool with me. I was like, great, I can do this. It's, I feel comfortable knowing that this is going to be temporary. This is going to be not too crazy. It's not going to get too, emotionally invested. We're going to keep it simple, dimple, casual. Yes, I was like, this is actually what I really need in my life right now, because I have way too many other demands that are requiring me. Are you kidding me? I need to go get another brush. BRB. Okay, back. We're gonna bronze today. We're gonna bronze with the Makeup by Mario Soft Sculpt Transforming Skin Enhancer. I'm in the shade Dark, and she really sculpts, okay? So anyway, well aware of all these things, and I say, cool, sounds good, right? I got this. I got this under control. So that's what we did. Girl, I was on the phone having a regular schmegular conversation with this man and started to cry. I started to cry, y'all. I don't know what the heck. Like, as it was happening, I was like, is this a joke? Is this a joke? What? Now let me tell you why I'm crying. So we're fast approaching his moving out of the area. He will come back to this area from time to time, so he's not completely leaving this area, but he won't permanently reside here anymore. And that's literally it. The thought of that made me have some kind of emotional reaction, right? And I really was gagged, because what the heck? This was supposed to be simple dimple, nothing crazy, like very cash, very, unconnected. I'm going in with the Fenty Cheeks Out Cream Blush in the shade Rose Latte. So what are you crying for, girl? That's literally the dialogue I was having with myself as I'm trying to hold it back on the phone. And you know how you hold back a cry, but you get like, it becomes even more intense, and then you get like, make ugly sounds. Thank God this was over the phone, because the face was not looking cute. It was, this mirror about to cut off on me, y'all, and that's about to irritate me. Yeah, that's what's about to happen. But guess what? We're gonna have to finish this up in natural light, because I don't got time to figure out how to charge this and use it at the same time. So apologies for the change in the lighting, but we were crying, girl. We were crying, and it was uncontrollable. I could not stop. I felt bad because he literally was in the other end of the phone, like, what the heck is happening right now? But I think the main takeaway from this is that you cannot control your feelings, your emotions. You shouldn't control your feelings, your emotions. You should feel them authentically and you should deal with them and not suppress them. I am the kind of person that I try not to deal with emotions because I feel like I can become consumed, overwhelmed in them, and that makes me uncomfortable. So instead of dealing with what comes along with the emotions, I run from the emotions. I refute the emotions. I deny it. I just tell myself, oh, girl, what? Like, no, we're not having this crazy moment. But you really shouldn't do that because I feel like you miss out on so many opportunities by not just being unapologetically in that feeling, in that moment, you know? Like, I feel like there's so much introspection and growth, like even just kind of talking it out casually on camera, I'm just realizing a lot of things. Like, and I think in our conversation, I realized he helped me realize a lot of things in terms of like things that I never really considered priorities or thought to be things that were important to me are important to me. And through this experience, you know, I think I had a conceived notion as to what I thought this journey and this experience would be, and it shaped up to show me a different lesson. And that is powerful. That to me is better than the actual activities, the actual thing that came of the relationship, but the learning lesson that comes from it. And I think that I never would have learned these things about myself had I not just taken that risk a couple weeks ago. And that's powerful to me. That's extremely powerful. All right, we're going in with my fave. This is the Too Faced Better Than Sex Brown Mascara. Brown mascara is the moment, I'm telling you. My tube is almost empty, so girl, I need to get another one. During the Sephora savings event, she's going in the cart. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. But I'm still, obviously I said I cried this morning, right? Still processing. And I don't know how long it's gonna take me to process. I don't know what I'm gonna do with those feelings. I think it has fueled me to really tap into emotions a bit more and to find other creative outlets to express those emotions. So I feel charged to write today about this experience and these feelings. If I do write something related to this specific experience, I will place a link to that piece down below in the description box. But if nothing else, I've learned some things about myself and it has fueled something new within me in terms of any emotional faucet that will fuel creativity for me. So I have nothing but gratitude to the gentleman for giving me these experiences and learning lessons. You know, I think that there's a possibility that the connection will remain. It's not like he's leaving forever, but I think that his particular situation isn't really conducive to maintaining any kind of connection with me, a connection in the way that I would want the connection to remain. So we'll see. I'll keep you all posted on that. So lips, I just threw on this Patrick Ta lip gloss. It's like a plumping gloss. This is in the shade Obviously, which I think is like a rich toffee. You can see on the lips. And then I know the girls are going to be snatching up Miss Tilbury, and I love the Charlotte Tilbury setting spray, but this is my new fave. This is the Makeup by Mario Surreal Skin Soft Setting Spray. Girl, yes. I love it. I love how my makeup looks after it's on my face and sets in. Makes my makeup look da bomb, girl. And this is it. This is the face. And I feel really better. I feel a lot better after just kind of releasing some of those thoughts and sharing that I cried, because I really want people to understand that it's okay to cry. It really is. And I'm talking to myself as well when I'm saying this, because even as I cried this morning, so we walked, there's limited time left, so we walked like at the ass crack of dawn, and I don't even want to call it dawn because it was still dark outside, but we walked, and I think I was a bit distant during the walk. I still was processing a lot in terms of the conversation, my feelings. So when I left from the walk, I cried on the way home. Like, I cried all the way home, and I literally said to myself, verbatim. Girl, it's giving crazy. Why are you crying? And that is what I'm challenging myself to confront. Like, I think I always tell myself, girl, why are we crying? But then I don't ever follow up to actually answer the question, you know? So today I'm gonna answer the question, and I'm gonna share anything that comes of it, but I wanted to share the experience. I want to share a couple of tidbits of advice to all of my strong girlies that it's okay. It's okay. It's not weak to tap into your emotions and to feel and to express those feelings through tears. It's okay to cry, you know? Like, you don't have to always be strong. And I need a photo, y'all. Not me talking it out loud, so. But yes. Anyway, I think I've rambled enough. I hope that I dropped at least a couple of things, gems for you to consider. You know, I think that our strength is tested in these moments. And I think it's important for us to really take a step back and to actually give these moments the time that they deserve to be processed, to be learned from, you know? So with that, I'm gonna hop up off of here, and I have some things I need to take care of today. But thank you so much for listening to me ramble. Let me have a little bit of a therapy session while I put on makeup. Again, all of the links for the products that I use will be down below. I'm gonna link you directly to Sephora so that you can patronize and shop the Sephora savings event. And that is it. That's it, girl. Thanks again, and please like the video to let your girl know that you enjoyed the content, and subscribe, girl, if you have not subscribed, because we are over here trying to grow the fam and build a little community so that we can have a little girl chit chat and have moments where we talk about these kind of things, you know, because what the men doing to us. If you like women, what the women doing to you? If you like non-binary people, what they doing to you? Okay, and that's all. I'm out of here.